When you look at this generation, and again, make sure y'all like the stream. We're going to have a small group here. It don't matter. When you look at this generation, these men are not going to sit here and allow you heifers to keep them from being happy. You don't make them happy. Hey, melanated women, you don't make these men happy. You don't, because you don't know what a good black man is. He shouldn't have to make it to the NBA for you to recognize that. They shouldn't. They shouldn't have to become successful for you to realize that they have value. But the reality is, this is what they do. They only see these men's value when they make it to the league. This is the sad reality. These men are happier with these white women, these non-black women. You don't make them happy. They grew up with you. They know you. You heifers only care about people spending money on you. When I've been listening to what you black women been saying, all you care about is these dudes spending money on you. Look at Summer Walker. Look at that dysfunctional heifer. Talking about how she want to go after a man's money. And then she wonder why she can't keep a man, so now she has to be a side chick. That is the destiny of a lot of you heifers, is to be side chicks. And you did it to yourself. You created your reality. And your reality is that you're going to be a side chick sooner or later. Because you're used up, you've been screwing for I don't know how long, to the point to where you don't even want to have relations anymore because you're all used up. This is why Kevin Gates wants nothing to do with you. Okay? Especially if you're older. You're in your 40s or 50s, right? Trying to compete with these young girls and you know you can't. One, because your mentality, no matter how your physical look, if your mentality is washed up, you're washed up. I look at what's going on with these pro athletes. They don't owe you anything. They don't owe you a reason as to why they date who they date. They don't owe you an explanation. They're allowed to date who they want. Y'all allowed to date who you want. Y'all allowed to get on here and talk about your divester and you're divesting from black men. You're choosing peace, right? Every time I look around, there's another video of another heifer talking about she don't need a man. Okay. You know, don't go overseas then, because you definitely ain't gonna find no love over there. It's a lot of loveless heifers who ain't finding that love and not realizing that they are the problem. They don't realize it. They don't realize that they're the problem. And you have these melanated women who are so obsessed with competing with black men that they've lost their own identity. They don't even act like women anymore. They're out here not only acting like men, they're trying to dress like men. Look at these heifers trying to get their hair done like men, going to barbershops, dressing like men, trying to embody what a black man is. Everybody want to be a black man. The most emulated man in the world. Ain't nobody more emulated than the black man. Prove me wrong. Who's more emulated than the black man? So much so, even racists tried to dress up as black men on Halloween. Not just white people, racists. You know what I'm saying? And I have to sit up here and I have to see these women just make a complete fool of themselves. Just make complete fool of themselves. Yes, I heard about that story. I'm not doing a video on a live stream on it. But I did hear about it. I'm waiting for these heifers on YouTube to make a video on it first. When they start making videos on it, I'll make a video on it. If they don't care, do you expect me to go out of my way to speak on it? I've said it. I've said that these women are raising dysfunctional children. No father in sight. Violent, just like their mothers. Just like their mothers. And now they're on social media making excuses for those types of things. And they wonder why they end up in situations where you have non-black men putting hands on them. Non-black men putting hands on them. Make sure y'all like the stream. Salute to everyone that's here. Shout out to the people who on YouTube, Twitch, and our Rumble right now, trying this multi-streaming thing. That's why the number is what it is, because there are a lot of my subscribers who don't even know that I'm live right now. But that's all right. I have nothing bad to say about Tariq Nasheed. He does his thing. I think he makes good content. You know, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Tariq. I have my, I've had criticisms over the years, but I have nothing against Tariq Nasheed. I want people to understand that we are in a time where we, as melanated men, we have so many options. We could do so many different things. We can. And don't allow yourself to fall into the shaming, because you have men shaming you as well. You got other melanated men who are weak. You got other melanated men who are cowardly, and they will attack another melanated man just to get the attention of melanated women. You see it with the passport bros. The passport bros are getting attacked by these so-called men. I call them beta males, Captain Saver hoes. Depolicing. Listen, you're a weak man if you're out here depolicing somebody else. Shout out to legendary Jaye, Anna, TW was good. Shout out to y'all for being here. You are a weak man if you're gonna sit up here and criticize who other men sleep with and date. Why do you care? But these guys, y'all notice the men who do that always married or have some sort of girlfriend. You know who wears the pants in that relationship. You know who pays the bills in that relationship. Just weak and cowardly. You get on this internet and you want to criticize how a man with his own resources spend his resources? Is it because you don't have those resources because you live off your woman? You're living off your woman and you're obsessed with what other men do in their personal lives. That is disgusting and weak. You don't get masculinity points from that. You get looked upon as being what you are, a clown. If you want to give advice to men, if you want to help men on their journey in life, so be it. But if you're going to get on this internet and you're going to shame who a man sleeps with, who he decides to date, you're just another female. What's good, Sean? Problem was good. You're just another female. I'm going to put you in that category. You're not a man, you're a woman. I'm going to start calling you dudes she and her. That's going to be your pronouns. Whenever I see grown men attacking who another man dates, I'm going to start using pronouns of she and her towards you. To me, you're just another woman. I don't see you as a man. You're a woman. You're a she. And you will be addressed as she. You're not a man. You're a coward. You're a lame. You're the type of guy who would snitch on your friend to his wife if he was cheating. You're that type of guy. Sneaky, grimy, weirdo. You can't even get sex from your woman when you want to. You get sex on her time. This is why you get your big old grown ass on this internet and say what you're saying. I've never seen so much depolicing in my life from men. And you expect me to take you seriously? I will never take you seriously. You're a joke. You're just another woman. And it's starting to grow. You're starting to see more you simps coming to the defense of these lousy heifers. And again, I just see you as women. No respect. You don't deserve any. You don't deserve an ounce of respect. You deserve to get disrespected. That's why, again, if you see these males depolicing other men, call them by their right pronouns, which are she and her. Those are their pronouns. They're no longer men. They're women. That's what they are.